Imagine a world where the sun has died, leaving humanity huddled around the last artificial heat source, a city built on the bones of a dead god. You are Stefan Advani, a scholar and a prisoner, condemned to the infamous Cage of Souls for writing a book that challenged the rigid dogma of the ruling theocracy. But in this decaying empire, knowledge is the most dangerous contraband of all, and your cell becomes a crucible for ideas that could either save humanity or destroy it completely. Welcome to Cage of Souls, the first epic, intellectually stimulating, and deeply atmospheric installment in Adrian Tchaikovsky's standalone masterpiece. If you love philosophical sci-fi tropes, prison dramas, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist dismantle a corrupt system through wit, literature, and superior intellect, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral chill of isolation with the profound warmth of human connection. The narrative kicks off with Stefan's arrival at the prison, thrusting him into a complex social hierarchy where status is determined by one's ability to debate, survive, and influence. The atmosphere is thick with the smell of damp stone and old paper, the hum of whispered conspiracies, and the creeping dread of knowing that every word spoken could be your last. Tchaikovsky excels at capturing the psychological nuance of intellectual resistance, making every philosophical argument, every secret meeting, and every narrow escape from execution feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but the erasure of truth itself. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular scholar-hero trope and the brilliant ideological warfare dynamic. This isn't just about escaping walls. It's about understanding the complex politics of the empire, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and ignorance. Watching Stefan reverse engineer the theocracy's doctrines, forge uneasy alliances with fellow prisoners, and completely shock arrogant inquisitors with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Cage of Souls lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. Stefan isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. He is a deeply human individual struggling to maintain his humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. He quickly forms bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help him navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches him casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. Stefan doesn't just survive the assault, he completely shatters the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Cage of Souls is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Adrian Tchaikovsky has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.